Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about 90 days program or a 3-month program for all those students who want to prepare for CAT 2025. There are two kinds of students, one who have already started their preparation and second who have not yet started but they wish to crack CAT with flying colors. So for the second category of students we are going to discuss in this video, even if you come from the first category of students who have you started your preparation 2-3 months back, but you are not very confident if you have started well or not. So let's start afresh, and from September 1st today to 30th of November, what should be our modus operandi, what should be our pathway, we'll discuss about it, right? So a 90 days program, and let's move on to the slide directly. So this is what do you call it, a plan. First, if you are bad at arithmetic, okay, things are going to be tough. Things are going to be very, very tough. So you need to first make arithmetic easy for yourself. And how do you do that? There are 6 chapters in arithmetic. Everybody knows that. Percentage profit loss, simple interest, compound interest, average mixture irrigation, time, speed, distance, time and work, and equation, ratio, proportion and variation. If you talk about how to start and where to start, it should be ERPV, equation, ratio, proportion, variation. Start with that, right? Because that will help you grow in other chapters as well. Because you will have an idea about fractions, you will have an idea about ratios, you will have an idea about proportion, which is going to help you a lot when it comes down to percentage, profit and loss as well. And you can start with your averages, mixture and ligations as well. That will come very handy there as well. So the first chapter, I always recommend the students to start with ERPV, solve 50 questions basic and another 50 very advanced questions. That is going to help you greatly. Second is so how much time should you be giving to your arithmetic practice? Like 50 questions of basic questions. You can pick up any book, you may pick up any study material, some coaching institute, you may pick up some video, online lectures. We have so many video lectures freely available on YouTube. If you have joined some coaching institute, go through your recorded video sessions. That is going to come, make your life a bit easy. Now, first is practice ERPV and 50 questions basic, 50 question advanced, similarly with PPL, similarly with SICI, an average of 3 days per chapter. Right, 50 questions when I say easy from any material, 50 questions past year questions, right? So 50 questions per day you should be solving. If you are not able to solve 50 questions per day today, quit CAT preparation right now, because I don't think it is possible. If you're not able to do it, okay? I mean, you will have to slag, you will have to work hard, you will have to put in the best of your efforts. You have to burn the midnight oil. I mean, I don't think there is any way out, right? There is no easy way to crack CAT. Let me be very, very honest, right? There is no easy way. If at all you want to crack CAT, ensure that you are ready to give 8 to 10 hours every day if you're starting right now, okay? 6 to 7 hours of your quants practice every day, couple of hours of VARC and another couple of hours of DILR practice every day, okay? Quants I told you, right? In the next 1 month, make sure that you are solving 50 questions per chapter in basic level and 50 questions past year questions. That should be your modus operandi. I assume that in 15 days, 18 days, you'll be able to do that, okay? Complete arithmetic. Second phase is jump on to making yourself very familiar with algebra, because algebra again is equally important a chapter when it comes to CAT. Now algebra might take some more time because there are more chapters, 11-12 chapters in algebra if you break the whole thing. So it will take around 20 days extra. All in all, we are looking at around 40 days. So let's call it 1 month just to make the understanding better. And solve basic questions and then move on to the advanced questions. VA, as far as the VARC is concerned, make sure that you're reading topics, psychology, sociology, public administration, philosophy, eclectic reading. You are able to read from every chapter so that the terms used in every kind of writing is very familiar to you. So once you have familiarity with the every kind of subject, then possibly moving on to reading comprehension, past year questions will become very easy for you, because you will have paragraphs from science and tech also, and philosophy also, literature also, and critical analysis also, reporting also. So you should be able to handle all these passages very easily if you are an avid reader. Okay, so 1 hour of reading every day and 1 hour of RC and VA practice, at least 3 or 4 RC practice, and a couple, I think 10-12 VA questions, parajumble, summary, odd man out questions, fill in the blanks questions, critical reasoning, a few questions. You should be able to do it in 2 hours net every day. How much time you should be taking in a reading comprehension passage? Not more than 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Set a timer, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and then solve the questions. If you're not able to do that, do it again. I will repeat myself. It's not about the ability, it's about the persistence, right? If you perspire, you'll be able to do that, okay? No problem. Now, so Quants is done, VARC is done, DILR. Start with arrangement. If you're a very, very new student, start with arrangement, because if you directly jump onto solving Venn diagrams and puzzles, Venn diagram and then games and tournament and roots and network and basket questions, you'll find yourself in hot water, you might get depressed. How do you solve that problem then? Start with arrangement questions, pick up any book, Nishit Sinha or some cat coaching material. You know, that I think will help you. Start with the very basic questions, and I would always recommend the students to start with CAT past year questions starting from 1994, because back then the questions used to be really easy, and then move on to, like, from 94 move on to 2024, 4, because you know, you will see how DILR has grown as a section, and it will make you more confident as a human being. You know, as a student, it will make you more confident. So that is the best way to trot that. So let me summarize this. 1, start with arithmetic and then algebra, 50 questions per day, basic, and then 50 questions, advanced questions, just to top them. Advanced, when I say, I'm talking about CAT past year questions. I'm not talking about any book which has given any question a level 3, right? That's bad reasoning, and that's a bad way to go about it. VA, 1 hour of reading, 1 hour of time-bound practice every day. DILR, start with basic questions like arrangement and then puzzles, and then move on to a bit complex type of chapters like Venn diagram or roots and network or games and tournament, right? So first month, you focus on making yourself familiar with the type of questions and start cracking the caselets. Even if they're easy, doesn't matter. Next, second month, right? And yes, mock tests. People usually ask me, should I be taking mock tests in the very first month of my preparation? Definitely. 1 mock per week is definitely done, because you never prepare and then take the mock tests. You take the mock tests and prepare accordingly. So take the mock tests. You may join any coaching institute, every test series. People usually shoot me with questions like, which coaching mock test is the best? There's nothing like good mock paper. There's nothing like bad mock paper. There are certain questions. Take mock paper from Time, IMS, CL, CrackU, FundaMakers. You take any coaching material, right? All mock papers are fantastic. People from every coaching institute make 99 percentile. It's not about which mock paper is good. If you are able to perform, if you are getting, say, 50 marks in a particular mock paper, right? Then how do you judge that the mock paper is good or bad? Because you are getting only 50. Right? If you are able to score 200 on 200 in a paper, and then you come to me and say that, sir, that is a very easy mock paper, and hence I would like to find some other mock paper or other source of mock paper, then the question is valid, right? 198 marks or maybe out of 198 marks, you are getting only, say, 40 marks or 30 marks, and then you come and say that, sir, that mock paper is very easy, should I go for another mock paper? What is the point? You tell me. What is the point? So stick to 1 mock test series and just keep solving. Be persistent, be consistent. Okay, that's what is more important. And sectionals. Should you be taking sectionals? Yes. As you move on to completing the syllabus, keep taking the sectionals, just to ensure that you are able to take mixed bag questions. 1. Number 2, you are able to manage the time, right? So that will boost your stamina, and that will boost your confidence in that particular section, right? So this is what your first month bouquet of first month preparation should be. Moving on to the second month of your preparation. Your second month of preparation is the most important time of your preparation. And why do I say that? Your October is going to be very, very important, because then you'll be moving from the basic level to the advanced level, and you need to give more time to your preparation, right? Even if you're working professional, start finding time, okay? If you're a fresher and you have no other job, 10 to 12 hours of everyday practice is a must for you, because you are giving very less time as well, okay? geometry and number system, very, very important. Geometry, I think there are 6-7 chapters. You start with say lines, angles, triangles, you move on to circles, and then you move on to polygons and quadrilaterals, then mensuration, and then coordinate geometry, right? So they are like, I have not counted it, 6-7 chapters. And if at all you are giving 3 days per chapter, you are looking at say 18 days of good preparation in geometry. So any person who is zero at geometry gives 20 days of good preparation, I think he'll be hero at geometry, right? Geometry is very, very important part of the game. 4 to 5 questions are fixed in CAT every year, right? So geometry, again, if lines and angles, solve 20 questions and move ahead, move to triangles. Triangles you need to really focus on, because that's such a, that some questions of triangles could be fantastic, okay? Circles, polygons, and then quadrilaterals, mensuration. Coordinate geometry, not very important, but yes, you should have a fair idea of coordinate geometry as well. So this is very important. And then again, number system. Number system, I believe 10 days is okay. Like 10 din dunya bhula ke, you know, just get into number system and you'll be so good at number system, I tell you. So 1 month is enough. Again, the same rule follows: 50 basic questions and 50 advanced questions. When I say advanced questions, I'm talking about past year questions, okay? And then VARC, time-bound mock papers. That's it. Sectional test, inside out, right? Your sectional test should be like an everyday affair when it comes from the VARC, right? How do you get more number of sectional tests? You can join any coaching, like in FundaMakers, we give 120 sectional tests. If at all you are not left, you are not accessible to that, then take some, you can make your own sectional test, like pick up 4 RCs from some source, and then 2 parajumbles, 2 para-completion, 2 odd men out and all. And make a bouquet of 24 questions and make sure that you solve them in 40 minutes. So it's easy, right? It's not like you need to have great resource in order to prepare, right? Resources come secondary, hard work is primary, okay? And then DILR, move on to games and tournament and roots and network, very, very important chapters from CAT perspective. You can't miss on these 2 chapters when you are preparing for CAT, or you're planning to take CAT in the near future. You should be fantastic at games and tournament, because games and tournament is one chapter which has been consistent throughout your CAT papers in the past 5-6 years or so. Similarly, roots and network, last year also we had roots and network questions, very, very important questions, okay? So solve 2 to 3 caselets every day, and then mixed bag questions. Start solving mixed bag questions, past year questions, time bound past year questions, very important. Now in October, your mock test should be like 3 per week, right? 2 per week. In August, in September, you are doing 1 per week. In October, you are doing 2 per week. November, it should be 3 or 4 per week, okay? Not every day. Every day mock in November also is too heavy. Because you won't get time to improve and analyze the mock paper. So 3 to 4 mock papers is a very good idea in November also, but we are talking about October, right? And sectionals, 3 to 4 per week, very, very important. Mocks, 2 per week, 1 per week in September, 2 per week in this particular, right, October. Strengthen your logic, very, very important, right? If you're not strengthening, take a mock paper, find as to how many mistakes you did in a particular chapter, then jump onto that chapter, solve 100-200 questions on that chapter. That's the best way to strengthen your fundamentals in the month of October, right? And then moving on to November, November should be more like a test. It should be more like a test mode, right? November में कुछ भी पढ़ना नहीं है, सिर्फ practice करना है, okay? So PNC probability, yeah, it will take hardly 3-4 days to revise this chapter. And then mixed revision, very important. VRC, full RCs and timed VA practice, mixed PYQs and DILR, exam level sets, past year questions throughout. And then mocks 4 per week, exam simulation, very important, right? This is how you prepare yourself. So September, October, November. September, you do this, you do so much that you are able to reach, say, 70 to 80 marks in the paper. 60 to 70 marks in the paper. October, you should be able to do as much so that you are able to score, say, 80 to 90 marks, improve on 10 marks, 20 marks in the month of October. November is full go, jitna la sakte utna lao, right? This is the only way to prepare for CAT. No per day study schedule. study schedule for you will be different from that of other students. Suppose if you are a working professional, a fresher will have a different study pattern. So कुछ लोग बहुत ज़्यादा ये करते हैं कि सर एक पर डे का मेरे को टाइम टेबल बना के दे दो. Right. Now, per day timetable does not work. Why? Because I don't know what your schedule is, right? Nobody knows what your schedule is. Only you know what your schedule is, right? So, but I may ensure one thing. If you're not solving 50 to 70 questions, 50 to 70 questions, all subjects combined together, 50 to 70 questions per day, things are going to get very, very difficult for you. तो इतना तो टाइम निकालिए कि 50 to 70 questions per day should be happening at your end. Right, you should be solving 50 to 70 questions on everyday basis if at all you want to bag a great percentile. Okay, and now a lot of people say that sir 50 questions करने में तो बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा, उतना मैं कर नहीं पाऊंगा. तो कैट की तैयारी मत करो यार. भारत में और भी आसान एग्जाम हैं. इनफैक्ट भारत में तो पॉपुलेशन इतना है कि कोई भी आसान एग्जाम अब रहा नहीं. बट अगर इतने कंपटीशन में और आप अज्यूम आप ये सपना देखते हो कि आपको 2 साल के बाद 30 लाख 35 लाख का पैकेज मिल जाए किसी आईएम से, और उसके लिए आज आप 50 सवाल नहीं कर सकते हो, देन आपके सपने आपके कर्म से बड़े हैं, है ना. अपने कर्म को अपने सपनों से बड़ा बनाएं तो ज़्यादा मज़ा आएगा. ठीक है, सपना तो पूरा दुनिया देख रहा है. ठीक है, तो सपना ऐसा देखो कि रात में नींद ना आए, और उसके लिए काम करना पड़ेगा. काम करने की वजह से नींद नहीं आना चाहिए. ठीक है, so this is very important. अच्छा, one, analyze every mock test, don't just take them. very very important. कुछ लोग मॉक पेपर देते हैं और भूल जाते हैं. मॉक पेपर देने से फ़ायदा नहीं होता. मॉक पेपर में जो गलतियाँ की हैं उसके सीखने में मज़ा आता है, उससे सीखने से इंप्रूवमेंट आएगा. तो सीखिए कौन सा चैप्टर मैंने टीएचडी पढ़ लिया है, 3 क्वेश्चन आए थे, मेरे से 1 ही हुआ, बाकी 2 क्यों नहीं आए. देखिए उसको, रिवाइज करिए. अगर ज़रूरत पड़े तो टीएचडी के क्वेश्चन 150 लगाइए. ठीक है, इस मॉक में मैंने ज्योमेट्री पूरा पढ़ लिया था, फिर भी 5 में से केवल 2 ही क्वेश्चन मेरे से हुए. तो फिर देखिए कि क्या गलती हुई. एल्जेब्रा पढ़ लिया है, लेकिन एल्जेब्रा 7 क्वेश्चन में से मेरे से 1 ही क्वेश्चन हल हुआ. देन सी व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम, राइट. सो यू नीड टू फाइंड द मिस्टेक्स एंड improve accordingly. VARC, you have been taking mock tests for 2 months, still you are not able to score, say, out of 16 questions in reading comprehension, you are not able to solve, say, 10 correct. Then there is a problem. Jump on to critical reasoning questions, see how to play with options, and then come back, right? DILR again, if you have not been able to solve a single caselet in the mock paper, then move on to the basic questions, get into time slot, time bound practice. That's the only way, right? So you need to analyze your mock papers as well. Build stamina with full length. Take full length tests as much as you can. Very, very important. We call them mock papers. Revise formulas and RC strategies. Right. November में बहुत ज़रूरी है. Formula भूलने नहीं चाहिए. It should be very handy. You should be able to apply them wherever necessary. And then peak in November, right? And November में तो full gas पे चलना है, right? I mean, यू शुड बी, अगर कहीं नौकरी कर रहे हो तो मतलब थोड़ा सा छुट्टी वगैरह ले लो 10, 15, 20 दिन की नवंबर में, ताकि थोड़ा सा तैयारी अच्छी हो पाए, राइट. इफ़ यू आर कॉलेज गोइंग स्टूडेंट एंड इफ यू डोंट हैव एग्जाम्स लाइंड अप, तो थोड़ा मेडिकल वगैरह लगा के छुट्टी ले लो यार. थोड़ा सा मतलब कुछ तरीका निकालो कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टाइम मिल पाए. आई थिंक दैट इज़ द ओनली वे टू क्रैक दैट, राइट. In case you have any other question, we have the comment box in YouTube. Leave a comment in the chat box so that I may pick up your question in the next video. Also, if you like the video, share it with your friends and make us popular, right? We are trying to make good videos for you. All right. If you think this video helped you in any sense, please subscribe us. Thank you so much. God bless you all. All the best.